It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Well, a couple of teams who've underwhelmed thus far squaring off as we're underway in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Finds his fullback. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Shuck now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, and you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates. Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. We've set it down from 37.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They're going to run. Here's the rookie from Kansas State. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's whole hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Kamara. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Snap, snap. Let's go. Roll. Viking 18. Let's go.
Shuck running the sneak. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Let's go.
Offense in a hurry up here.
1 yard on the play. It's
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He keeps it himself. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. Fourth down, here's Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. His team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. Get some space around midfield. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Going deep here for the end zone. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
First down, Saints.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Chuck now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense. Bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Milton. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Looking quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Milton now. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throw completed out to the left. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Browns 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ready? Let's go.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Pass the 60.
Brings up
Pass the
3rd
60.
and 2.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Another one for Junkins. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Ready?
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Quick throw to the left is complete. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He still put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Let's start things off with a run by Kamara. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Goes to the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
give on second to Kamara. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He finds Bailey working downfield here. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. Sending him on the dime. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Shuck working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback. And the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. And they send their back in motion right. 3rd down, here's Shuck. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. So nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Throwing. Shuck. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Got to manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal. Shuck looking to pass here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Moore makes the play. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate, and I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Looking for Dominic Lovett on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come 19. Ready.
Milton. Throw left side. Finds Fannin. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. And this one is launched downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Let's go now. Pass to 60. Pass to 6. Dragon 60.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw. Buys time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this one skips out of bounds.